Listen to this speech until the very end, because the final words are forged to strike your doubts, break your excuses, and leave you with a fire in your spirit that you will carry into every challenge you face after this video. Chapter 1. The Battlefield Within. I speak to you as a warrior of a different age, but with a heart made of the same fire as yours. My armor was steel, yours may be cloth. My sword was iron, yours may be a pen, a laptop, a tool, a voice, a dream. But the battlefield is the same. It is the arena of the mind, the struggle of the soul, the war against surrender. Understand this. Before any battle is lost out there, it is lost in here, inside your own head. Before a person walks away from a dream, they quit in their heart. And that is why the ancient truth still stands, like a fortress carved in stone. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. You live in a world where comfort is a god, where many run from pain, from effort, from sacrifice. But you are here, listening, because you know there is something inside you that refuses to kneel. You feel it. You are not made for a life of quiet surrender. You are made to stand, to fight, to endure, to conquer. As a Templar warrior, I knew the weight of armor, the thirst under the burning sun, the sound of arrows in the sky, the sting of fear clawing at the back of the mind. I also knew this. Every step forward on the battlefield was a decision. Every moment I stayed in the line, when others wanted to run, was a choice. You are not defined by your past failures, your doubts, or the people who abandon you. You are defined by the decisions you make when pain knocks at your door, and fear screams in your ear. In those moments, you must remember, winners never quit, and quitters never win. Not sometimes. Not only when it is easy. Always. Today, your enemies may not wear armor, but they are just as deadly. Distractions, laziness, procrastination, fear of judgment, the poison of, "I'll do it tomorrow," the whisper of, "This is too hard." These are your invaders. These are your siege weapons. Look at your life. Where have you allowed these enemies to conquer you? In your health? Your studies? Your job? Your relationships? Your dreams? It is time to reclaim that territory. Chapter 2. The Oath of the Unbreakable. Every true warrior lives by an oath. My oath was to my order, to my brothers and sisters in arms, to my cause, and to the light I believed in. That oath was not a sentence of words spoken once and forgotten. It was a choice renewed every day, every battle, every dawn when I buckled on my armor and stepped forward once more. You too must take an oath. Not to others first, but to yourself. To the strongest version of you that is still waiting behind your fear and hesitation. To the potential you feel deep inside when you dare to imagine what you could become. Say it in your heart, "I will not quit on myself." This is not a weak, gentle promise. This is a warrior's vow. It is an agreement that no matter how hard the journey becomes, you will not abandon your post. You will not desert your own future. You may rest, but you will not retreat. You may bend, but you will not break. You may fall, but you will not stay on the ground. In battle, I saw comrades struck down by arrows, crushed under the clash of shields, thrown into the dust. The difference between the one who rose and the one who stayed down was not strength of body, but strength of spirit. Some had greater wounds and still stood up. Some had lighter wounds and stayed lying there, waiting for the world to feel sorry for them. Do not build your identity around your wounds. Build it around your will. Understand this clearly. Winners are not the ones who never feel like quitting. Winners are the ones who feel that weight, that exhaustion, that doubt pressing against their chest and still say, "I will move forward one more step." That is the oath of the unbreakable. So decide, who are you going to be? The warrior who hides behind excuses, or the warrior who looks fear in the face and walks forward anyway? From this moment, draw a line in your mind. Behind that line is the person who quit on dreams, who let days slip by, who broke promises to their own soul. Ahead of that line stands a new fighter, one who knows that quitting is not an option. Cross the line. Take the oath. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. Chapter 3. Fire, Steel, and the Forge of Failure. Steel does not become a sword by chance. It is formed in fire, beaten by hammers, plunged into cold, heated again, shaped again and again, until it is strong enough to hold an edge. Your character is the same. You ask for strength, and life sends you struggle. You ask for wisdom, and life sends you failure. You ask for courage, and life sends you fear. Do not misunderstand these gifts. Do not curse the fire. It is the forge that makes you unbreakable. When I first walked onto the training grounds, I was not the warrior you imagine. I was slow. I was clumsy. I fell to the dirt more times than I can count. My shield slipped. My blade shook. My breath burned like fire in my lungs. But I returned. Day after day, I returned. My enemies were not only in front of me, they lived inside me. You are not strong enough. You are not skilled enough. Others are better. Why try? These are the same enemies you face when you begin anything new. You will fail exams. You will lose money. You will hear the word, no. People will leave you. People will not believe in you. Projects will collapse. Plans will fall apart. Your heart will be broken. Your body will be tired. This is not the world betraying you. This is the world forging you. What breaks a quitter builds a winner. The quitter sees failure as the end. The winner sees failure as information. The quitter says, "This is proof I can't." The winner says, "This is proof I'm learning." The quitter stops when it hurts. The winner continues until the pain becomes progress. Remember this. Every champion you admire, every successful person, every great leader, every legend has walked through seasons of darkness, doubt, and defeat. They stood where you stand now asking, "Is it worth it? Am I made for this?" They became legends not because life was easy, but because when the hammer of hardship fell, they stayed in the forge. So when things go wrong, when you are disappointed, when you are rejected, when the world laughs, tighten your grip on your sword and say, "Strike again. I am not finished. I am being forged." That is the spirit of a Templar. And that is the spirit of every true winner. Chapter 4. Discipline. The Silent Sword. Many speak of motivation as if it were enough. They wait for a feeling, a spark, a burst of energy to push them forward. But motivation is like the wind. It comes and goes. It changes with the weather, with your mood, with your surroundings. Discipline, however, is the steel that does not bend. On the long marches, through mud and rain, under cold and hunger, we did not always feel inspired. We were not always filled with fire. There were days when every step felt like lifting a mountain. But the mission remained, the vow remained, the duty remained. So we moved. Understand this clearly. The difference between winners and quitters is not that winners always feel like moving. It is that winners move even when they do not feel like it. Discipline is waking up when you said you would, not when you feel like it. Discipline is studying when your mind wants distraction. Discipline is training your body when the couch calls your name. Discipline is working on your goals when nobody is watching, nobody is praising, and nobody is clapping. In battle, you do not draw your sword only when you feel determined. You draw your sword because the fight is here, and you are a warrior. In life, you do not act only on days of high energy. You act because your future depends on the actions you take today. If you keep waiting for the perfect mood, you will die with your potential still buried inside you. Build routines like you would build a fortress. Morning habits that focus your mind. Daily disciplines that move you closer to your goals. Evening reflections where you hold yourself accountable. like a commander inspecting their own armor. Do not worship feelings. Command them. There were battles where fear marched beside me like a shadow. My hands trembled. My heart pounded. Yet my feet moved forward. That is discipline. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is marching with fear on your back and not letting it choose your direction. You may not feel ready. You may not feel strong. You may not feel confident. But discipline does not ask how you feel. It asks, what must be done? Answer that question every day. That is how winners are made. Chapter 5. The Shield of Purpose. No warrior fights well without a reason. Steel is heavy. Armor is heavy. So is life. Responsibilities, bills, expectations, failures, burdens of the past, fears of the future. If you do not have a powerful why, the weight will crush you. My shield carried an emblem, a symbol of what I fought for. It reminded me that I was not just another soldier. I fought for something greater than my own comfort. You must discover your emblem. Why are you fighting? For your family? For your future children? For the person you love? For the younger version of you who suffered and dreamed of a better life? For the older version of you who will look back and ask, did we give everything? Write it. See it. Remember it. When you wake up tired, think of your purpose. When you fail again, think of your purpose. When people mock you or abandon you, think of your purpose. When you stand at the edge of quitting, think of your purpose. Purpose gives meaning to pain. Without it, pain is just suffering. With it, pain becomes an investment. Every great mission demands sacrifice. Time, comfort, leisure, distractions. You will miss parties. You will walk alone for a season. You will feel misunderstood. People will call you obsessed, intense, different. They are right. You are different. Because while they surrender their future for temporary comfort, you are willing to endure temporary discomfort for a powerful future. That is the thinking of a crusader of greatness in any era. Carve your purpose into your mind. Let it be the shield that covers your heart when life hurls its hardest blows. When you hold a strong why in front of you, every how becomes possible. Quitters collapse under pressure because they have nothing larger than their pain to lean on. Winners survive the storm because their purpose is larger than any wave. Carry your shield. Remember why you started, and refuse to let go. Chapter 6. Standing after the fall. If you expect a life of victory without ever being knocked down, you are not preparing for reality. You are preparing for disappointment. You will fall. You will make mistakes that shame you. You will make choices that cost you dearly. You will say words you regret. You will waste time. You will break your own promises. You will feel like you have betrayed yourself. When I walked among the wounded after battle, I saw faces heavy with pain and eyes filled with questions. Why did this happen? Did I fail? Will I ever be the same? The answer is this. The fall is not what defines you. What you do after the fall does. Quitting is not a single dramatic act. It is usually a slow surrender. Missing one day, then two, then a week. Skipping one responsibility, then many. Allowing one excuse to grow into a pattern. Letting one disappointment become your identity. Stop the slide. If you have fallen, if you have broken your word to yourself, if you have drifted from your goals, do not bury yourself in guilt. Guilt is a chain. Responsibility is a weapon. Say to yourself, yes, I fell. Yes, I failed. But I rise now. I choose again. I fight again. Forgive yourself, but do not lie to yourself. Forgiveness says, I accept that I am human. Responsibility says, I will not stay weak. In the heat of battle, I saw warriors stand with wounds still bleeding, eyes still burning from smoke, mouths dry, legs trembling. Yet when the horn called, they lifted their shields once more. You too, must answer the horn. Maybe you stopped going to the gym. Start again. Maybe you dropped out of a course. Study again. Maybe you lost a job. Apply again. Learn again. Build again. Maybe a relationship shattered your heart. Heal and open your heart to life again. The enemy inside you wants you to believe that one fall means forever defeated. That is a lie. There is no shame in falling. The only true shame is refusing to rise. So stand. Even if your legs tremble. Even if your voice shakes. Even if your history screams that you are not worthy. Stand anyway. Because winners never quit, and quitters never win. And you are not a quitter. Chapter 7. The Call to Arms. Your life, your legacy. One day, your story will be told. Maybe not in history books, maybe not on monuments of stone, but in the memories of those who knew you, in the impact you left on the world around you, in the silent legacy carved into the lives you touched. What will that story be? Will they say you had talent but always gave up when it got hard? Will they say you dreamed big but never changed your habits? Will they say you allowed fear to rule you, excuses to guide you, and comfort to control you? Or will they say you were different? That you stood firm when others ran? That you rose when others surrendered? That you carried yourself like a warrior, with courage and honor, in every field of life? You have one life. One chance to write your legend. One chance to stand as a guardian of your own future. One chance to show this world what happens when a human being decides, truly decides, never to quit. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be fearless. You do not need to be the strongest, the smartest, or the most talented. You only need this, a heart that refuses to give up. From this moment, let these words burn into your mind like a battle cry you will carry for the rest of your days. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. When you want to give up on your studies, remember it. When you want to walk away from your goals, remember it. When you are tempted to waste your life in distraction and comfort, remember it. When life hits you with loss, pain, and darkness, remember it. You are more powerful than you know. Inside you lives a Templar of the soul, a crusader of purpose, a warrior of light. Step forward. Carry your purpose. Sharpen your discipline. Embrace the forge of failure. Rise after every fall. And write the kind of story that, when your final day comes, allows you to stand tall and say, I did not quit. I did not flee. I fought with all I had. That is the way of the winner. That is the way of the warrior. Now lift your head. Your battle is waiting. If this speech has awakened the warrior within you, do not let the fire die here. Subscribe to the channel to stay armed with more powerful motivation. Activate notifications so you never miss a new battle call. Give a like to this video to show your commitment to a no-quit life. Comment below with the oath you are taking today. And share this video with someone who needs to remember that winners never quit, and quitters never win.